that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash, I never switch, I never switch.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the London Monarchs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break. 53. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Cut.
Now a play fake here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Down. 10 Lobo. Greystone travel.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sione Taki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, we got 4 down. Watch twins. Check it out, Big Ed.
Look at me. Zipper.
Back to throw. Patterson. And he's going to go down again. Jerry Tillery providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
We go. 15 line. 51.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. General West. Go, go.
Off the play fake. Patterson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Off play action. Patterson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Patterson. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. This is Elliott, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st down.
Charlie, 64, weak, 10-2 star. Hey, 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 hey. Stay on the slot, stay on the slot. 5.
Off the play fake. Patterson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Keep it up. Yep. Who's that?
To throw again. Patterson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mike, 50.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Swift, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Mike Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the air on second down. Patterson looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Ready. Mark 96. Mark 96. Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Patterson. He's going to take a shot right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 3rd down, Patterson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
And he coughed it up. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll set up a throw, and that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
To throw on second down, Patterson, and that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. From the gun, Patterson. This will be caught by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Patterson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Patterson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back now here in London as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Patterson. That is caught at the 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, echo.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. The quick slant caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Ready? 60 out.
From 6 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. From the gun, Patterson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
61. Matchbox, right. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Desmond King making the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
80 weapon. Bravo. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, watch the slam. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 53. By 7, let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open left side is Brown. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Elliott. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let me 50, let me 50.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run?
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. 2nd and 4. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.